Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So yesterday we were studying about the first derivative method to find the value of local maxima and local minima. Okay. So today you that will solve some questions based on it. How you are getting its maximum local maximum value or local minimum value with the help of first derivative method, and then all we are studying about second derivative method, or you can say higher derivative method. And yes, and in this way here you compare in between them, or which method is more comfortable to getting the values of local maxima and local minima. Okay, so you write find all the points. Yes, right, first question. Find all the points of local maxima and local minima. Find all the points of local maxima and local minima of the function fx is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x minus 8. Here only you have to find the point of local maxima and local minima. Means not maximum value or local minimum value. Only you have to find its point. So just see it. First of all, here you take its derivative, f dash x. So the value of f dash x is 3x square minus 12x plus 9. Minus 12x plus 9. Understand? Now you factorize it. So here you're taking 3 common. So you have x square minus 4x plus 3. And if you're factorizing, you have your value x minus 3 into x minus 1. X minus 3 into x minus 1. Then what you do? You have to take f dash x is equal to 0. And the value of x obtained by taking f dash x is equal to 0 are known as critical points, or turning points, or stationary points. Okay, so here you are taking, so this implies x is equal to 1 and 3. X is equal to 1 and 3. So just I discussed with you earlier that you have to draw all that points on number line. Now, first of all, you check the sign of derivative slightly less than 3 and then slightly greater than 3. Okay. Now, if the sign of derivative changes from positive to negative, then you can say that yes, x is equal to 1 is a point of local maximum. Okay, and if the sign of derivative changes from negative to positive, then you are saying that that be a point of local minima. Okay, so after getting the values of x, here you draw a number line. Here you have minus infinite, infinite. This point is 1, and here you have 3. Here you have 3, but these 2 points are not taken. These 2 points are not taken. In between them only you have to check its sign. Understand? Okay, so just you check it in between 1 and 3. So if you are taking any point in between 1 and 3, so just check it what you have. If you are putting here 2 in between 1 and 2, if you are putting here 2, so that factor becomes negative. This factor becomes positive. So here you have negative sign. Here you have negative sign. Now, if you are taking any point which is greater than 3, so no doubt that be positive. So here you see that again your sign changes alternatively, for this question. Now, what you do after that? Yes. So first you check the sign. Actually, here you check the sign of f dash x. Yes, you write it. Sign of f dash x, here you check it. So just see here, for one point here you see that the sign of derivative changes from positive to negative. Changes from positive to negative. So you can say that uh, x is equal to 1 is a point of local maxima. And for this 3 point here you have your sign changes from negative to positive. Sign changes from negative to positive. So x is equal to 3 is a point of local minimum. Getting everyone? So in this way here you have to explain about that. So right. Uh, so here you're talking about for one. So you can write since f dash x changes sign from positive to negative, changes sign positive to negative. So x is equal to 1 is a point of local maxima. Local maxima. Local maxima. But if you want to find the maximum value of the function, then what you do? You have to putting x is equal to 1 in a given function. Hai. So in this way, here you have the value of local maxima. Okay. So here you have a point of local maxima. And in second point, you can write since f dash x, oh sorry, just to explain about that, that be incomplete. F dash x changes sign from positive to negative as x increases. You add here, as x increases through 1. As x increases through 1, you have to add this one also. So that's why you have here x is equal to 1 is a point of local maxima. In the same way, you write for second point, since f dash x changes sign from negative to positive, negative to positive, as x increases through x is equal to 3, increases through x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 is a point of local minima. Local minima. Understand? So in this way, here you find the point of local minima. But if you want to find the value of it, that is local minimum value, then you putting x is equal to 3 in the given function, you have local minimum value. So this is the method, means that method is known as first derivative method. Everyone getting first derivative method?
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ बेटे बोलो.
Sir, how will you know to that x is equal to 1 is a local minima, maxima, and 3 is local minima? I'm confused in that.
Oh, you are present tomorrow. Yesterday.
Yes, yes, sir.
So all you know here you are applying that means first derivative test. Just you learn the figure, means you have to kept in mind. Okay, just see it. If you have a figure like that in this way, okay, so that point is maximum, that the figure shows that. Okay, now if you are taking here close point to it, here you have two close point corresponding to this x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. Now if you draw the tangent at this point and the tangent at this point, then see what you have. The sign of this f dash x is what? That be greater than 0, means positive. And the sign of here, this point, the value of f dash x is what? Less than 0. So you can say it changes from positive to negative. Changes from positive to negative. And the sign of derivative is that is shown on this number line. On this number line. Is it clear? So
yes, sir, now clear.
Beta?
Yes, sir, now clear.
Okay, so it means here we use this method. Okay, and in the same way, if you are getting this point, here your sign changes from negative to positive. Okay, so that's why you can say that x is equal to 3 point is a point of local minima. Okay, yeah, note it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, note it. Now you write next question. Find the local maxima and local minima find the local maxima and local minima if any of the following function, if any of the function, here it is given local maxima and local minima. The word local maxima and local minima means what? You have to find only point. But if the word are given like that, find local maximum value. Okay, so in that case, you have to find its maximum value or minimum value. Okay, here you have to find the local maxima and local minima, means you are interested only to find its value. Understand? Okay, so you write find the local maxima and local minima if any of the function fx is equal to, yes, right, fx is equal to sine x plus cos x, sine x plus cos x, and here it is given x is greater than 0, less than pi by 2, less than pi by 2 by first derivative method. Means here you use first derivative method. Okay, so proceed. First of all, you take f dash x. So the differentiation of sine x, here you have cos x minus sine of x, minus sine of x. Understand? Now taking f dash x is equal to 0. So this implies cos x minus sine x is equal to 0. Or if you are transferring this sign here, right side, and this cos is divided, so you have tan x is equal to 1, which is pi by 4. So here you have one value, x is equal to pi by 4, that belongs to 0 to pi by 4, pi by 2. That belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Understand? Okay. Now you can very easily draw a number line, and here you have 0 point and here you have pi by 2, and one of the point pi by 4 lying in between them. Now check the sign of derivative. Here you check the sign of f dash x, sign of f dash x. Okay beta. Now for the interval 0 to pi by 4 means what? Means x is less than pi by 4, and if x is less than pi by 4, just see the value of f dash x. No doubt the value of cos is greater, the value of cos is greater, so you can say that this is positive. If cos is greater, so their difference is positive, and for pi by 4 to pi by 2, the value of sine is greater, so this sign is greater, so here you have negative, here you have negative. So what you conclude here, in between 0 to pi by 4, only you have 1 point, which is pi by 4, and the sign of derivative changes from positive to negative, so you can say x is equal to pi by 4 is a point of local maxima. Point of local maxima. Yes, explain about it. So right, since f dash x changes sign from positive to negative as x increases through x is equal to pi by 4, increases through x is equal to pi by 4. Hence, x is equal to pi by 4 is a local maxima. Maxima. So that is a local maxima. Maxima word is used for point, and value is used for its value. Yeah, note it. Any doubt? Everyone getting first principal method, or sorry, first derivative method?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. Now you write second derivative method. second derivative method. Yes, right here, second derivative method. And here just I give you the working rule for that is finding the value of local maxima and local minima with the help of second derivative method. Okay. Yes, right. Second derivative method. So, in second derivative method, first of all, you find f dash x. Means for the given function, you find the derivative of the given function. And in second step, solve for x. Solve for x in f dash x is equal to 0. Means here you taking x is equal to 0, f dash x is equal to 0, and find the value of all possible values of x. Okay. And suppose the value of x here obtained is c. Suppose here you take any value c, and then no doubt this c belongs to its domain of fx. But here you have suppose any value x is equal to c you obtained here. Now in third step, what you do, here you take f double dash x. Means here you take its second derivative. Here you take its second derivative. Understand? Now in fourth point, what you do, here you have two cases. So in first case you write, if f double dash c is less than 0, if f double dash c is less than 0 means negative, then c is a point of local maxima. C is a point of local maxima, and f of c is local maximum value. Local maximum value. Understand? Now in second point you noted, if f double dash c is greater than 0, then c is a point of local minima, and f of c is local minimum value. Local minimum value. Local minimum value. Noted. नोट कर लिया बेटा सब लोग? Everyone noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you write in third point. If f double dash c is equal to 0, if f double dash c is equal to 0, then as per NCERT, second derivative test fail. है ना? Means and not NCERT. If you are talking only about second derivative test, means maximum you use here second derivative up to second derivative. So you can say that yes, second derivative test fail. But here you have you can also use up to third derivative also. So if f dash c is equal to 0, so there be a possibility that x is equal to c is maybe that means maxima or minima. Now local maxima or local minima. So if you are proceeding further, means if f dash c is equal to 0, then obtain f double dash triple dash c. Here you obtain the value of f triple dash c. Means here, sorry, first you write here f triple dash x. Means you are taking the value of triple dash x, means third derivative of the function. Okay, so here you have again that means next step. So here you have two cases again. If f triple dash x, if f triple dash x, sorry, not x, here you putting the value of c, that means the value which is obtained by the help of that means f dash x is equal to 0. So here you are putting f triple dash c, and if that value is not equal to 0, means it has some value, then you write, then x is equal to c is neither local maxima, neither local maxima nor local minima, nor local minima. Write it. Neither local maxima nor local minima, nor local minima. Understand? Okay. So you can write this point x is equal to c is called point of inflection. It's called point of inflection. Inflection, TION. Point of inflection. Understand? So in this way here you have the point of inflection. And if f triple dash c is equal to 0, then you are taking again fourth derivative and proceed further. So no need to write all that. You have to only write up to point of inflection, because sometime there be a question that obtain the point of inflection. So in this way you can obtain the point of inflection by using up to third derivative. Okay, means here you find the derivative of f dash c is equal to 0, and if that value is not equal to 0, then you can say that yes, x is equal to c point is a point of inflection. Okay, so here you have that means second order derivative. So just I give you some questions based on it. Means you're trying to find the local maxima or local minima for the function with the help of second derivative test. Second derivative test. Okay. So right. Find the point of local maxima or local minima, and also the local maximum or local minimum value, also the local maximum or local minimum value of the function. That was asked in 2015. So you write fx is equal to sin x minus cos x. Fx is equal to sin x minus cos x, and your interval is 0 to pi. X is greater than 0 less than 2 pi, less than 0 and less than 2 pi. And one thing here you noted, if you have open interval and your question is, sometimes the word local word is not given, means the question is asked like that, find the maximum and minimum value of the function in the given interval. So if your interval is open interval like that, then you automatically think about only local maximum and local minimum value. Understand? But if you have here a close interval and your question is find the local maximum and local minimum value, sorry, local word is not given, find the maximum and minimum value of the function in closed interval, so that be understood, you have to find the absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value of the function, means throughout its domain. Okay, so here you have one of the process in the beginning of this topic, but here you have a derivative method also to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum of the function. That we discuss that means later on. Just write, first you differentiate it, f dash x. So here you have cos x plus sin x, cos x plus sin x. Now you're taking f dash x is equal to 0, f dash x is equal to 0, write it. So if you're taking here f dash x is equal to 0, this implies cos x plus sin x is equal to 0, or tan x is equal to minus 1, or tan x is equal to minus 1. You can write in this way. And the value of tan x is equal to tan pi minus pi by 4, means tan 3 pi by 4. Now you write its general value. So x is equal to n pi plus 3 pi by 4. So if you are putting n is equal to 0, you have one of the value, which is 3 pi by 4. If you are putting n is equal to 1, you have 7 pi by 4, which is also lesser than 2 pi. So that is 7 pi by 4. Okay. Now if you are putting n is equal to 2, it crosses 2 pi, so no need to write. So here you have two values, means that is known as critical point in between 0 to 2 pi. Now what you do, you have to take its second derivative. Yes, right, f double dash x. Here you find the second derivative. So the value of f dash x is equal to minus sin x plus cos x, minus sin x plus cos x. Understand? That is your second derivative. Now find the value of f, this one. So here you can write f double dash 3 pi by 4. Yes, find its value. So minus sine 3 pi by 4 plus cos 3 pi by 4. Okay. So you're trying to find the values of sine 3 pi by 4 and cos 3 pi by 4. So here you have sine pi minus pi by 4 and plus cos pi minus pi by 4. You can write in this way, and sine pi minus theta is sine theta. So here your value is minus times of 1 by root 2, and this is also negative. So you write 1 by root 2. Overall here you have minus 2 by root 2, which is less than 0. Which is less than 0. So here you find that the value of 3 pi by, means f double dash x, for the point 3 pi by 4 is negative. So x is equal to 3 pi by 4 is a point of local maxima. So you can write in this way. Hence x is equal to, yeah, you write here in this way, local maxima. So local maxima is equal to 3 pi by 4. Now here you have also find the maximum value of the function. So what you do in that case? Yes, putting that value in the given function. So in this way here you have f max, means local maximum, you can write here local maximum value. local maximum value, you can write local maximum value is equal to f3 pi by 4. f3 pi by 4. Now putting its value, that is sine x minus cos x. So you put it and check what is your result. Sine x minus cos x. So if you're putting that value in the given function, so here you have f of 3 pi by 4 is equal to sine 3 pi by 4. Yes, sine 3 pi by 4 minus cos 3 pi by 4. And you know the value of this one is 1 by root 2. And here you have plus 1 by root 2. Overall, you have root 2. So root 2 is the maximum value, local maximum value of the function in 0 to 2 pi. Everyone getting this step? बेटा सबका ये नीचे वाला पोर्शन हो गया था ना, ऐसा तो नहीं कि छूटा है किसी का. Everyone completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you write here maximum value of the function. So that is maximum, local maximum value. Now you check it for that means 7 pi by 4. So in that case again you write f double dash 7 pi by 4. So that is equal to minus sine 7 pi by 4 plus cos 7 pi by 4. Okay. Now check it sine. So listen, that is minus sine 7 pi by 4 can be written, how you write, 2 pi minus pi by 4. 2 pi minus pi by 4 you can write in this way, plus cos 2 pi minus pi by 4. Okay, and 2 pi minus theta, that lying in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos sine is negative. So here you have sine pi by 4 which is 1 by root 2, and cos is positive, so you have 1 by root 2, and overall here you have root 2 which is greater than 0. So here you see that the sign of second derivative at the point 7 pi by 4 is greater than 0. Okay, so you can say x, so the local minima, here your point is local minima, you can write, so local minima is equal to 7 pi by 4. So that is the value of local minima, and local minimum value. Local minimum value is equal to f 7 pi by 4. F of 7 pi by 4. Now putting that value in the given function, sine x minus cos x. So sine 7 pi by 4 minus cos 7 pi by 4. So here you already obtained its value, that is minus 1 by root 2, and that be positive, minus 1 by root 2, which is minus root 2. So minus root 2 is its minimum value. Local minimum value is minus root 2, and root 2 is local maximum value. So that question was asked in 2015. So sometimes the questions, 4 marks questions are asked for finding the values of local maxima or local minima, है ना? But generally means that be sure 6 mark question based on word problem was asked in your board exam. Everyone getting how you find the local maxima and local minimum value with the help of second derivative test? Now you write one of the question so that, yes, right, so that the function fx is equal to cos x, so that the function fx is equal to cos x x greater than 0 less than pi, x greater than 0 less than pi has none of local maximum or local minimum. Fx is equal to, here you have cos of x, x is greater than 0 and less than pi. So in the entire interval 0 to pi, okay, you have to check it. So what you do here, you have to take f dash x which is equal to minus of sine x. That is minus of sine x. Understand? Now how you solve such type of result? How you are saying that it have neither maximum nor minimum value in the entire interval? So first you find the value of f dash x. F dash x equal to 0. So this implies